Tomorrow morning we're davening up here at 6:05 because of the Zman for House in the Tefillin and Hanukah. Now for a quick Devar Torah. The story of Hanukah, as we know, as I mentioned before, it was a civil war between Hellenists and Torah true Jews. The Hashmonim, they started off basically as standing up for Torah. They would not violate Torah, whereas the Hellenists said, why can't we be just like the Greeks? They have a lot of knowledge that we don't have. They had knowledge but no wisdom. And there's a major difference between knowledge and wisdom, as we've been seeing lately, as has been shown to us, that there are a lot of people with a lot of knowledge in a particular field, but wisdom they're lacking. So that they come out with statements that are really crazy, that we look at as crazy. Like anti-Semitism depends on the context, as we've seen. They will stand up and they will have ideas that just don't make sense to us. But this is what the story of Hanukkah is about, is that just because you have a lot of knowledge does not mean you know how to translate that to true wisdom. I always like to say that one of the fortunes that I've had in my life was that I had a father who never completed high school. Yet he had more wisdom than most college professors because he lived real life. And this is something that the story of Hanukkah underlines, that just because somebody has a lot of knowledge, and the Greeks had a lot of knowledge. The Gemara says that if they tell you among the Greeks they have a lot of knowledge, believe them. If they tell you that the Greeks have wisdom, don't. Remember, the Greeks also, if the baby was deformed, they would kill it because they didn't want any deformed children. They wanted people to be beautiful, look beautiful, etc. Much like we see in today's world, there's a lot of people who have an abortion if the child is, quote, deformed, will not have a full life, as it were. Whereas the Torah says, no, it's not up to you to determine whether or not that child lives. It's up to Hashem. So in other words, it's a basic underlying idea in the Torah that life is important and we don't make these judgments. And this is one of the things that the Hanukkah is all about, that the wisdom only comes from the Torah, doesn't come from other sources. Something to think about. Do we still have a minyan? Yeah.